understand other people's behavior, make choices, and think about the future.
I had no idea all this was going on inside of my head.
Yeah, I have no respect for my brain. Thanks, guy.
So, Dr. C, how can we use all this to help with our problems? Like when we get distracted and can't keep our minds on school.
Or we get bored or sleepy.
Well, for a start, make sure that you're taking care of your brain's physical needs. Remember you learned that the brain uses a
What do
great
you know
deal of
that are the
energy,
physical
and
needs?
that it needs sleep to recharge.
You have to sleep. What else?
Eat, breakfast, be healthy.
Special brain power foods. Remember to try to get a good night.
How about when you had a good breakfast?
Probably because she's thinking about her boyfriend.
Yeah, well,
When you use either too many or too few of these paths.
So that's talking about, remember, like, trying to play video games and do your homework. It doesn't work, you get the brain overload.
How can you use too many?
When you are trying.
Sounds like brain static. But sometimes my problem is the opposite. You should
then we do that.
Multimedia. Did you ever feel that watching a film? Sure. But sometimes you can draw pictures of some. Talking it out with someone else is a great way to understand something better. And when you get active in your learning, you'll be less bored too.
Okay, I know we did this one.
You can check out the Study Smart section of your brain book to see more ideas.
All right, thanks, Dr. C.
I hope I can remember all this.
You'll learn lots more of these brain boosters later in the program. And you can always look up a problem in the brain book to find brain-wise study tips.
Welcome back. Did you answer your quest?
Yeah, I think so. We learned a lot about what the brain does and how it's put together.
Now I
Are you
remember.
ready for the level
Me and
1
just a few
knowledge
students
challenge?
finished the challenge because we did it at like 3
This
o'clock.
is the meta brain.
So we'll do it together.
At the moment, it's a bit scattered. Your mission is to put this brain back together by answering
Sorry,
questions
now I
about what the
remember.
brain does. Every time you answer a question set, one piece of the brain puzzle will fall into place. When you have answered all the questions, the meta brain will be whole again, and you will move up to the apprentice level.
While you're doing the challenge, you can always use your brain book or go back to an experiment by opening your map and clicking on the places you want to visit.
Don't worry about getting a wrong answer. You'll get another chance to try again. Anytime you need a hint, you can click on the Research Kids icon.
Click on Begin Challenge to start. Question
Okay.
set 1. Your brain is about as heavy as
Diana?
how much of the energy used by your body is taken up by your brain.
So what? 30. So 30% of the energy in your body is used up just
Question
by your
2.
brain.
Here are some things people do or feel. Click on each of the things that you think the brain is involved in and drag it into the head. Click on Done when you are finished.
Denise, what's one?
Dancing.
Dancing's one. Damien?
That's the one I already know.
Okay, pick another one. Making decisions, making a jump shot, planning for
Adding.
future, hearing sounds, seeing colors, adding numbers, breaking down food, growing long hair.
Think?
Huh?
Adding?
Adding? Crystal? Pick another one. Do you use your brain when you make decisions?
Yeah.
Okay. Giovanni?
Planning for future.
Planning for your future, you use your brain? Is that it? Who is that? Tyler?
Hearing sound.
Hearing sounds, you use your brain? Taryn?
Making a jump shot.
Making a jump shot, that's basketball. Juan?
Breaking down food.
Do you think? Does your brain help you? No?
Seeing colors.
Seeing colors, you gotta use your brain? What about growing hair? You have to think about that? I don't think so. All right, here we go. Oh yeah.
Question 3. Scientists think they have discovered a new planet with people. The only difference between the aliens and Earth people is that the aliens do not have a frontal lobe. Therefore, they...
Okay. Think about the frontal lobe, what that helps you with. If they don't have a frontal lobe, they can't feel pain, they can't make decisions about the future, they can't see, or they always have to wear helmets. Albie,
They can't feel pain.
we agree?
No.
What do you think, Giovanni?
Cannot make decisions about the future.
What's the frontal lobe help you do?
Make decisions and
Remember now, Alvy? Yep, okay.
Question set 4. Part 1. It is almost lunchtime, and you are trying to choose between having macaroni and cheese or a slice of pizza. Which part of your brain were you using to do this? Click on that part.
What do you think, Yana?
the red
Red? Why?
because the brain of the front because the front helps you make decisions.
Is this the front?
No, the green is the front. Or no, the yellow.
Which
The yellow.
one's the front?
The yellow.
Good
part.
question.
It's the yellow.
This looks like your spinal cord,
So
so I think that the red is the front,
Yeah,
is it not?
It's yellow. Yeah.
It's red.
Yellow or red? Raise your hand for red. Raise your hand for yellow. All right, I think we're going red. Yep.
Part 2. Your foreign language teacher is reading a poem, and you understand everything she says. What part of your brain is working hardest?
Okay, so foreign language teacher means like when you go into middle school or high school and you learn a new language. So whatever part of your brain that you have to use to understand a different language. So like when you go home and mom speaks Spanish to you, what part of your brain is working to understand that? Krista, what do you
the
think?
blue side,
Blue, why?
because where your ear is,
Yeah. What was that one called?
rising.
What'd you mean?
Rising. It's the
Risen?
The tip.
Yeah, I'm just making up words.
Yeah.
optical
That's occipital is for your eyes. So this one,
It tops.
is it the temporal?
Yeah.
Part 3. On the basketball court, you make a difficult shot from mid-court. What part of your brain were most active?
Okay, what part of your brain helps you do actions? Which one? The green one? Samuel thinks we agree?
Yes.
Oh, darn it.
Yellow.
Yellow? All right. Close. I'm not so
Part
sure
4.
so much.
Your brother is showing you a picture of the two of you when you were little children. What part of your brain is most active when you see this picture?
What do you think, Blake? Are you just shooting hoops?
Green.
Green? Why? When you're looking at a picture, what's happening in your brain? What?
You're remembering.
It's a memory, right? Which part of your brain keeps memories?
Brain.
Is it the frontal or back here? Oh, it is the green one, the back
Question
one.
5. For this question, click on the brain areas used. This time, there will be more than one. Chris is blindfolded. Dahlia gives him a cell phone and tells him that if he can guess the object, she will give him a candy bar. Chris decides that he wants to win the candy bar, so he makes a plan. He takes the phone and touches every part of it so he can feel its shape.
Okay, so
Then
he's
he
feeling
forms a
it.
picture of the phone in his head, thinks of the
He
name
pictures
and
it?
says, "It's a phone." Click
touches
on the
it?
parts of the brain you think Chris used to do this amazing feat.
What's
This
one?
time you can
Yeah.
choose more than one. Click on Done when you are finished.
What's one that you know he used?
I forget what it's called. It's on
Just say the color.
the orange.
The yellow, you mean? Juan?
The green one.
The green one, why?
Because he's remembering. about-
Thinking of something he knows. Albie?
The blue one,
The blue one, why?
because he's hearing.
He heard it? We think he's using the thinking one?
Yeah.
Probably has to really think about what that is, right?
Probably not yellow.
He used his whole brain for that.
Question set 6. For the next two questions, click on the best choices. There can be more than one. Part 1. You didn't eat breakfast before you went to school, and your energy is low. What food should you have for lunch to help your brain get through the whole day?
Let's use test-taking strategies here. What do we know that we shouldn't eat if we're tired and our brain is tired? Which one of these should we not eat? Damien, which one we shouldn't eat? There's pizza, egg salad, tuna fish, or chips and cookies.
Pizza.
Shouldn't eat pizza, so it's not going to be pizza. Brian, which else?
Tuna.
We shouldn't eat tuna? Why?
Is there, I think?
Tuna?
Yeah.
Tuna is fish. What one should we not have, one?
chips and cookies.
We shouldn't have chips and cookies, and we shouldn't have pizza. So should we have egg salad or tuna fish?
Egg salad.
Tuna fish.
Tuna fish.
Egg salad. Egg salad.
Haley says tuna fish has more nutrition. I think she means that she remembers that was one of those power foods.
Yeah, tuna fish.
You want to do tuna?
Yeah. And it helps you.
Oh, man.
I told you it was egg and salad.
Oh, man, it's egg
Question
salad.
7.
Tuna fish will be your
You
second
have an
match.
assignment due the next day, and you need to work on it. But you are having trouble concentrating. What should you do?
Okay, so you can read the material out loud. You can draw a picture. You can turn on the TV. You can try to put ideas in your own words, or you can talk on the phone while you study. What do you think, Brian? I think there might be multiple answers for this one. Was that an option, Brian?
No, it's speech bubble.
This one, put ideas in your own words?
Yeah.
Okay. There's two more.
Wait, no.
What do you think, Weston? Read it out loud? I think so.
Draw a picture.
Whoa.
Good work.
Yes.
You put the meta brain back together again.
Oh, yeah.
You are now a level 2 apprentice.
Yeah, baby. All right. What's that?
Apprentice. One who is learning a skill through experience with experts.
Cool. We'll see you again in level 2. To quit the program, click on exit.
Later.
Later.
Like, I'm not sitting.
So let's read what Dahlia has to say. I'm starting to understand. I think I understand why I totally bombed my last quiz. Dr. C says your brain uses a lot of energy and needs a lot of sleep in order to work. I guess it wasn't the smartest idea to stay up the night before my math quiz to watch Nickelodeon Teen Choice Awards. Oh well, at least now I know I need plenty of shut-eye and get a good breakfast before I take my big test. I'm still bugging about my Spanish class. I'm just not getting it. I get so nervous in class and can't understand anything that Mrs. Brooks says. I really want to learn Spanish, but I'm afraid of saying something stupid. Plus, Reggie Washington, the hottest guy in 7th grade, is in my class. I can't look like a loser in front of him. Guess I'll have to try what Dr. C says and try to get that Spanish in through all my brain channels. Maybe if I write the words, read them out loud, draw pictures of cute Spanish boys, if it works to use all your senses. Does eating arroz con pollo help? Spanish in school. I just got back my first Spanish test and I messed up. Oh, that was the old one we already read. Okay, let's see what Chris is thinking. I'm trying to leave video games for the weekends. Uh-oh. Dr. C must have been talking to my parents. It was like he knew I stayed up late playing my games. I start playing and then I forget what time it is. Maybe that's why I feel tired all the time this year. I fell asleep in math class 3 times this week, and my math teacher already told me I might not pass. When I'm getting up early for school, I'm always in a mad rush. I wonder if M&M peanuts are brain food. After all, there is a nut inside each M&M. Anyway, I might have to try playing video games only on the weekends, after what Dr. C said, so I can get some sleep outside of class. My body just doesn't want to get up early, except if I'm going to go with my boys to play on the court, then it's no problem. Also, I may need to try turning off the game when I'm doing my homework. It's giving me brain static. I really have to pass this class. What did that even say? I can't read it. Okay.
Sorry. That was the trial, as you said.
Oh, shucks. I think that might be all we get to do.
What? Why?
We have to pay for the rest.
Welcome back. Here's the Brainology app, where you can choose whether you want to complete or revisit prior sections.
Yep, okay.
Happy discoveries.
So that's all we can do. But now would be a good time to tell Mrs. Contis that we need the rest. Say right now, we need it.
We need the rest.
It's free. We need the rest. It's free. No, it isn't.
She sees.